Good morning. It's another terribly cold day today. First thing I did was get the fire going. All right, day 19. I can't believe it's the 19th already. It's going really fast. Just a few more days left of Vlogmas. 9 organic. Oh, I was reading the French. Organic 9 berries. Here you go. I'll do it in French for you too. 9 petits fruits biologiques. Et voilà. Let's see how good it is. All right, our candle for day 19. Let's see if it's Christmassy. Oops. April showers in December. Super Christmassy. Well, it smells like magnolias. I don't like the smell of magnolias, but if you do, this is the candle for you. Ooh, you know what? I forgot to eat that one yesterday. I'm just gonna take that. There we go. Good morning. Hey, Tell. Come here. Good morning, pup. Hey. Good morning. It's not terribly warm in the coop today. I don't think anyone wants to get off that perch. Oh, maybe she does. But not Dickie. Good morning again. Good morning after the chores are done and I've had a shower and washed my hair and all of that good stuff. So I'm supposed to head into the office today, and I do have the luxury of using my husband's truck. He had to go out in a work truck today, so I get to use it, and that means I get to haul all the garbage in. That's one of the other wonderful things about living in the country is you don't have garbage removal unless you pay for a company to come and do it on property. But seeing as we have a dumpster at work, we just bring ours in. So that'll be my job today. As it's minus 30. It promises to be a fun time. So, what can I tell you today? There's not a lot going on. The kids are still at their other half until tomorrow, and then when they come back home again, the poop will hit the fan and it'll get really, really busy because it's the final countdown to Christmas. We have quite a few family things planned this week. And I'm really excited about it. I've got the eggnog made because that keeps. I've got the Irish cream made. I'm still gonna do the cranberry cheesecake, the perennial favorite, at least in my opinion. And then cook some chickens, our own chickens. But I try not to tell people that until after they're eating them because then they realize it's delicious and it's not such a big deal. So yeah, no turkey. We don't raise turkeys, but we do raise chickens. And I don't know what else, probably a tortilla. I try to do that fairly often in memory of Mom because that was something that she really loved. She would make up a tortilla. If you don't know what that is, it's I don't know if it's from France. It's definitely from Francophone, like French Canada, Quebec, the eastern part of the country. And we were very fortunate to be exposed to a lot of Francophone culture when I was growing up because we lived just south of Winnipeg in a little town called Saint Adolphe, and preschool was in French, and then school was optional, either French immersion or English. So I got to learn French, which was such a gift because I feel very, very lucky to know 2 languages, and then I can muddle along a little bit in Spanish as well, just because they're so closely related, at least in the written form. So that's great. I try to do a tortilla every year. So anyway, I never told you what it was. I told you where it was from, I think, where it was from. But it is a spiced meat pie. So it's pork, ground pork, and then spices like cinnamon and I think nutmeg. And it can be a little bit dry, but Mom always served it with a green peppercorn sauce, so that's what I plan to do as well. So that will be the Christmas dinner on my side, and then for Aaron's side, we're gonna do a fondue night. That's gonna be great, and then traditional Christmas the next day. So I'll be full and content and ready to start healthy eating probably on the 26th. Yeah, so I mean, everybody's Christmas traditions are so different, or maybe I should say holiday, because I mean, Christmas is a Christian thing. So if you're not Christian, do you celebrate the holidays, and how do you do that? I'm always curious. I have a little bit of education in other faiths, and I know that there's just so much variety in how to celebrate, let's say, the solstice or Christmas or Hanukkah, or I don't know. Well, anyway, I have only a little bit of education, but you can enlighten me. And if it's not a faith-based thing, then it's probably still a family-based thing. And I think that we can all agree that it's wonderful to have any excuse, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or even the Hallmark holidays like Valentine's or Mother's Day, any excuse to get together and be in having a loving connection with your family. Yeah, it's beautiful. You never know when the last day will come, and so we need to embrace every opportunity to be together, whether it's in person or together with our hearts, giving someone a call that you haven't spoken to in a long time, or something like that. Just sending a message and letting them know that you're thinking of them and that there is still a connection and it's important. I don't know. So yeah,
Christmas for us is definitely more family-based than faith-based, but it is it all based in love, right? I used to teach yoga to the grade 6s at the school, like before COVID, before everything got all weird. And every class I would try to, I mean, it wasn't called yoga because that would get people up in arms. It was called stretching and no. I don't know if we were even allowed to use the word meditate. I think it was stretch and meditate. Anyway, so I had to, be very conscious of what I talked about and how I talked about it. But at the beginning of every class, I would always give the kids something to think about. Like if you were in a conflict with your friend, or if there was something you really wanted and then you got it and you realized it wasn't that important, something like that. And one of the kids at the end of class says, no matter what we talk about, it always ends up the same. It's all about love. And I said, you got it. It is all about love. So regardless of what your faith is, or, your religion, no, I just said the same thing twice. Your faith or your family circumstances or how you choose to live your life, when you whittle away all of that static, it all just comes down to love, doesn't it? It's what makes the world go round. Anyway, I'm just rambling, or as they would say in England, waffling. I'm going to do a little bit of knitting and then head into work, take the garbage in, and I will see you later today.